Do you concede, though, that Carrie is at least involved in part with the current administration? I mean, she was the communications chief at the Conservative Party, so she is experienced. And definitely when it comes to staff, Sarah, the departure of Dominic Cummings, the arrival of some of her close friends to number 10 Downing Street very much seem to have her fingerprints on it.
I think that's a little bit unfair. I mean, the truth is she was a professional, political person before she married Johnson. And of course, that is her career and she is entitled to have a career. I mean, just because she marries somebody doesn't mean to say that everything she's ever done just goes up in a massive puff of smoke and she just has to spend the rest of the time wandering around in pretty dresses looking after children. She's still allowed to have an opinion. She's still allowed to have an input. And of course, Boris Johnson is married to her. He's going to be interested in what she has to say. She's, it's her life too, what they're doing, this sort of crazy journey they're on. It wouldn't be my choice, but if you are in that situation, then of course you have to be partners in it. And so of course she's going to have some involvement. But this idea that she's, masterminding some sort of very complicated and sort of nefarious takeover is just absurd. I mean, apart from anything else, if she's just a person, just one woman. I mean, these people are all supposed to be so brilliant and so fantastic at their jobs and such arch political thinkers. If they can't deal with one small 33-year-old woman who's probably quite busy after a toddler or a baby, then I mean they're not very good at their jobs, really, are they? Let's be honest. I mean, it's just. She's pretty, she's blonde, she's vivacious, she's much younger than him. There's just a lovely narrative there, which is just very convenient when people want to, shift the blame a little bit. I mean, Dominic Cummings has behaved, appallingly. And the reason he was ousted was because he was winding up the civil service and bullying people and shouting at people and breaking his own lockdown rules. It's not like he's a sort of whiter than white innocent who's been unfairly targeted. He was himself incredibly controversial. I mean, I think the problem is that you just can't combine family, the personal and politics. It's very hard to get the two together and to get it right. And it's incredibly hard in this day and age. It's much harder than it's ever been because of 24-hour news, but also the social media, and everybody has a really in-depth and lengthy opinion on people they've never met before in their life. I mean, most people criticising Carrie Johnson have probably never met her and probably never will do, and have just got their ideas from something they read on the interwebs.